Anthony on Air podcast. Welcome in for another episode. We are updating you on the Gabby Petito situation. Lots to talk about there. Coroner will give an update tomorrow. We'll preview that. We'll also get into the garden bunker theory that everybody's talking about, still buzzing about. Brian Laundrie's parents were out today on the front lawn doing something. We'll tell you what that was. And Dog the Bounty Hunter out for
He's
now
out.
on the Brian Laundrie search. Well, we'll get into it, but he's not physically there anymore. Plus, the Metropolitan Police have dropped their investigation into Prince Andrew, so they continue to protect him.
Investigation into Prince Andrew.
Yes.
For those of you.
Sorry,
Yikes.
did I hiccup
One
there?
more time.
Okay. The Metropolitan Police are dropping an investigation into Prince Andrew, so they're protecting his ass again.
Okay.
Good.
Metropolitan Police being
in England.
In England.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Demi Lovato says the word alien is offensive. Superman's kid comes out as bisexual.
Really? Still?
Pizza toppings and Frankie C's anniversary recap all on this episode of the Anthony on Air podcast, which is brought to you by our good pals over at Jumpstart Coffee Company. You could save 15% off your order right now using the promo code AOA15. I'm telling you, this is the greatest coffee I've ever had, and 50% of the proceeds go to the Navy SEAL Foundation, which is just extraordinary. Frankie C is here. Jay Sams joins us in a bit. Gabby Petito, Brian Laundrie, my friend.
Yes. Let's get
By the way,
updated.
whether you celebrate Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day, it is also National Coming Out Day. So if you did that today, congratulations. Good for you. If you're having trouble accepting people, just do it already. It's not that big of a deal. Get over it.
Get over yourself.
Get over yourself.
Accept everyone.
Yeah, seriously. Whatever you're celebrating today, we're happy that you're celebrating here with us. So thanks for being here. Big news, Frankie C. Gabby Petito, the Wyoming coroner, is going to give an update tomorrow.
To the press, to everyone?
Yes, he's going to hold a virtual press conference regarding the final autopsy report for Gabby Petito. On September 19th, they discovered Gabby's remains at a campground at the Bridger-Teton National Forest. Later on, Brent Blue, who is the Wyoming coroner, identified the remains and ruled Petito's death a homicide in the preliminary autopsy report. This will be the final autopsy report. So this will have a lot of information on exactly what happened. We're going to find out a lot here with this press conference that's going to be held at 12:30 p.m. Mountain Time tomorrow. So, we don't have a show planned for tomorrow, but maybe Wednesday or maybe tomorrow, a little quick mobile.
I'm sure we'll talk about it, whatever.
Tweet about it or
whether
something.
it's tomorrow or Wednesday. Yeah.
Right. We'll talk exactly to just fill in the gaps here. But again, a lot of questions that we're all going to want to know. Was she shoved? Was there any physical, signs of an altercation ahead of time? I remember in the way beginning, I don't think most of us feel this way now, but I remember in the beginning we were kind of like, oh, maybe she slipped or,
Right. This will tell. Well, the preliminary report said homicide.
It said homicide for sure. Yeah. Yeah. So what exactly that is, and what that exactly entails, I'm sure we will find out, which is important for, the course of this case. Not easy for the family, though. Lord knows.
I can't imagine.
Having.
Do you think they already know?
I would assume they already know. Yeah.
They probably. Before it goes to the press, I'm sure they would know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure they do know.
And they would probably have to sign off on it being released to the press.
That's a good question. It's weird with this kind of stuff because any outlet can just file a
if
suit.
It's public.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
Well, yeah, because they could say it's of public importance and they'll get it released. They have to release that information. But it's very, very strange and bizarre because if this story doesn't become a national phenomena, autopsy reports come out every single day in this country, and most of the time nobody really cares. Nobody even knows, But because
this is a well-known case, and
yeah. So it's going to be a tough day for the Petitos, having to go through that all tomorrow. But it's going to give us a little bit more information and change the course of the investigation, perhaps. Who knows? heading into Brian Laundrie. Speaking of which, we talked about this, and credit Frankie C. He found it on TikTok before it kind of hit most national newspapers and websites and stuff. This idea that Brian Laundrie is being hidden under a garden bunker next to the house. We saw the video. It looks like a hand kind of
It's
comes
weird.
out the garden, and the mother takes something from the hand. At the same time, it also kind of looks like she's pulling something.
Yeah, it's a weird video. It looks like a hand comes out from like a shadow in the corner of like a flower box, and everybody was speculating. All right, there's got to be some kind of living space under there, and this drone footage caught the mother handing something, or the vice versa to Brian. What? So you're telling me was this debunked?
Well, I mean, why kind of widely debunked, but I also like the other part of the theory is that she was pulling that flower out, and that thing that you kind of see is a root that she just goes back and
Right.
grabs some
Could
more
be.
of, which could be. So anyway, so all the big news outlets have like experts being brought in and everything else, and
Well, did anyone actually go there and look at the flat, the garden?
again, this was what, last Wednesday.
Yeah, something like
Last
that.
Monday we started talking about it. Last Wednesday it kind of hit big, or Thursday it kind of hit big. I
Hmm.
would assume the FBI went and poked around just to check and make sure. But this guy Ron Hubbard, who's the CEO of a Texas-based company called Atlas Survivors, said that Brian's probably not in his parents' backyard, but there's a small chance there's a bunker somewhere else on the property. He says it's common to build a bunker with a secret entrance for safety concerns, and despite Laundrie's soggy Florida soil, contractors could easily construct a subterranean chamber that would stay put and keep the water out. Gary Lynch, who runs a company called Rising S Company, that's also based in Texas. Noticing your theme here?
No.
He says it's not a problem. You just have to make them heavy enough so that they don't float out.
Yep. It's a possibility, and I feel like we're not going to know until someone walks into that yard and just looks under the flowers.
Right. Well, I mean, they'd have to have a warrant for that unless they do have the
Yeah.
fraud warrant, but I have to have a warrant to search the property to get in there. But even on like a basic search, to be finding trapdoors or you know,
Yeah. No, that's
uh,
true. You can't just walk in there, of course.
no,
But I feel like knock on the door. Hey guys, mind if we take a look in the yard?
yeah,
You
because
just
there
gotta
is an
check.
in-ground pool in there. But I mean, you're talking about
It's an in-ground pool, which leaves space. See, if you have an in-ground pool, and is there a deck around it?
no. Well, it looks like pavers.
Favors. I mean, usually with in-ground pools, I don't know. Maybe if there's a place to put the filter, there's an open area. Can't imagine it's very comfortable, but there could be. There could be a little room there, but it's all speculation until someone goes in there and checks.
I'll bring it up so you can kind of get a look at the overview of so that for those that are watching can get an overlook
Of the property.
of the property. Yeah, they got a nice little shot. But what I was gonna say is that I mean you're talking about if you're bringing in one of these huge things, you're talking about a massive construction project that the neighbors are for sure
Oh, they're
going
going to
to
know about. Yeah.
remember happening in the last like 10 to 15 years. They'd be like, remember that time that there was like all construction in your yard?
Okay, so there's where the flower bed is circled there.
Yeah, so there's where the flower bed is, which is up against the fence, which is kind of away from the house. There's a shed right near it, which, could have something underneath it, I guess, technically. And there you could see the pool, which is, in what do they call that there? Like
A
on the
sunroom.
line. A sunroom, yeah, because it's covered in netting, not
The
screen. It's
glass or
screened in.
screen? Okay.
Screened in.
Like a screen house. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with that kind of stuff, usually the filter is underground as well, or in a little compartment. But I don't know. It's all, again, we're just looking at it. We don't know. Nobody really knows until we go back there.
Yeah. Could Brian Laundrie still be alive if he's in Florida's Carlton Reserve? So again, some more experts heard from here. Um, Former police officers, investigators. Everybody's looking into it. So,
I mean, could you imagine if he's never found? And that's possible because alligators, anything could have happened to this kid.
yeah,
Who knows? I mean, what if he's never found? That's something. We're all sitting here just waiting for the day where we wake up and they go, "Oh, got him." But what if that never happens? It's insane to think about.
it could. I mean, this guy could. I mean, you would think that if he was outdoorsy enough, he would know not to be around the alligator parts of the place. But on the other hand, if he's nervous Nelly and he just thought I'm going to hide out here for a couple days, I mean, what if he did get eaten?
It could have. That could have happened. I mean, it's not out. I mean, there's alligators all over Florida. I mean, you can't, and especially in the swampy areas over there.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be careful out there, and especially, I mean, again, we were talking the last time. This guy isn't Rambo? He's a regular guy that camps. I mean, he's not, Mr. Captain Wilderness. If he's out there more than a couple of weeks, eventually, he's gonna have to come out of hiding or get caught or something bad. It's a lot tougher than people think, I would imagine.
So remember, his sister Cassie Laundrie has that famous quote of saying that the brother is a mediocre survivalist. There's an expert. His name is Robert Urban. He is the chief instructor and founder of Urban Survival Academy, and he believes that it's highly unlikely that someone who is not professionally trained in survival tactics could be able to survive in the Carlton Reserve for this long.
And that's even assuming he's in there. I mean, he could have. Remember, there was that guy who said he saw him where in his truck or in a truck way up north.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that he saw him trying to make his way to California. I mean, they're looking in Florida. He might not even be in there in that state.
Do you want to hear all the things that could go against him?
Sure.
The list of wildlife that could hurt him, according to Robert Urban, is water moccasins. I don't even know what the fuck. What is that?
It's a snake, I believe.
Oof.
Yeah, fuck you up.
I mean,
mess you up.
There is nothing. When you have a irrational fear of a situation that you're probably never ever going to be in.
Yeah.
A fucking snake jumping out of a swamp to bite me is a big fear.
That's legit. If you're in a swamp, there he is.
Is that a water moccasin?
That is a water moccasin.
That's a scary looking sight. Yeah, that'll
mess you up, boy.
That is terrifying.
Whew.
Terrifying. I have a fear of snakes, like a pretty big fear of snakes. And your dickhead brother once brought a snake to a card game, which is just goes to show you what kind of assholes we hang out with.
Do you really have a fear of all snakes?
So,
even if they're little.
Well, what would you? I mean, it was a decent sized snake.
It was what's it called? I forget what they're called, but yeah, it was maybe. I think at its biggest, it was like 3 feet long.
Yeah, did not like it, but he brought it to the thing, and I wasn't as freaked out as I thought I was gonna be. And then the more I thought about it, it's not so much the fear of snakes, it's the fear of being caught off guard by a snake. So him just like handling the snake, touching the snake, or the snake being on me, it didn't bother me. It's that idea of like you're doing something, going about your business, and this sneaky
boom,
little
there's a snake.
Yeah.
All right, I think if anybody ran into that situation, they're gonna get freaked out, even if it's just for a second. You're going about your day, you're vacuuming or something, and you move a couch, and there's a fucking snake there. It's gonna mess you up.
Yes.
That'll make anybody jump, I think.
Yeah. And that's what I have a big fear of. We should start rating my hair on a Kramer scale. How Kramerish do you think that is today?
It's like a wall.
It
It's a
is.
cross between Kramer and Elaine. The early years of Elaine.
Build a wall.
No, higher.
Look at that.
What am I looking at?
That's
Oh,
a wall.
that is a wall.
That's a Kramer. I could get sued by Mike Richards.
Count your blessings, though,
The only
because
difference between him and me is I'm not a horrible racist.
right.
Also
But count
can't
your
do physical
blessings,
comedy.
because
I know. I still
most
got
people,
it.
right?
It's fucking turning gray though.
It happens. Mine's pretty gray.
Also, how did that scary ass snake? Let me see. Are you gray?
Yeah, it's short, but pretty gray. When
Yeah.
you get down to it,
Awful. Getting old, isn't
I'd
it?
say it's like 40% gray.
How did a snake get the name water moccasins? That doesn't.
I don't know, but its other name, its more common name is cottonmouth.
That's even worse.
Yeah, that's what I looked up water moccasin, and all the images have water moccasin, cottonmouth, cottonmouth, cottonmouth. Everything is cottonmouth. They're pretty gigantic. Some of them. Let me see. That's a water moccasin.
Jesus. Yeah, that's you gotta exactly. This guy's gonna survive against that.
I mean, one of those, and not knowing where they are in the wild. No, you got a problem. I don't know if they're poisonous or if they'll just eat you. Let me see. Large capable of delivering painful, potentially fatal bite. I'm sure any bite by a wild snake is a problem because of bacteria and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get an infection that's not gonna be good for you. But I don't know if this one's poisonous, but it could be a fatal bite. Yeah, not great. World record is 74 inches for the cottonmouth. 74 inches, so that's 6 feet.
Yeah, I just don't know if water moccasins is a good name for a snake.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, water shoes, I guess. Maybe they make shoes out of them. I have no idea.
Water moccasins sounds like something that you order out of Bloomingdale's when you're going on like a vacation. Like, let me make sure my water moccasins are good. It sounds like a shoe brand.
Yeah, you put them on to avoid floodwaters.
Yeah.
You put on my water moccasins and go save these people from this flood.
Yeah. Watch out for the water moccasins. People think, oh, boy, do people lose their shoes in the river? That's no big deal. Next thing you know, you got a snake up your ass. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a bad move.
Water moccasins, hogs, bears.
Bears? Really? In Florida?
Yeah. Wait, obviously alligators. There also have been a number of panther sightings in the reserve over the past few years.
Oh, boy.
Florida Panthers, the hockey team. Yeah, that would make sense. That checks out.
That checks out. Stories.
Big enough to name a sports franchise after it's in the area.
You got to imagine they saw more than one in the area.
Yeah. If Laundrie was in the reserve for this long, he would likely also not be operating under the best mindset. Several experts added due to the anxiety of trying to evade authorities and trying to survive.
Yeah, I can't imagine he's in the wild. If he is, can't imagine he's alive. I have to think that because he got a big head start.
Yeah.
Right? He was missing for a few days before anybody reported him missing. So he doesn't have to be in Florida. I mean, unless they found something significant that says he is. But why would you stay in Florida if you're him?
It would be dumb to stay in Florida. So dumb.
I mean, I understand they got to look there, but
he could be dumb. I mean,
he could be very dumb.
He seemed dumb. It's not off the table.
No, you could. Yeah, all evidence says he's dumb.
But again, like 3 weeks, we're going on 3 weeks now, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Water, food, even if you're just eating a protein bar a day or something and whatever. Clean water.
Clean water is a problem.
Starting to become gotta be.
Shelter, anything.
Yeah, and a lot of people were saying, weather's going to catch up to him, which I agree with. But it is Florida, so it's not like.
It's going to be warm into December, into early December, probably.
And even at night, you're getting into what, the 50s maybe? That's
cold when you're in a swamp, I think.
It'll be cold for a Floridian too, but it's not like I'm going to die cold.
Yeah, it's not hypothermia, I don't think.
No. It could force him out. It could be forced him to be like, I can't take this anymore, but it ain't going to,
Right. It ain't going to be comfortable.
It is not going to be comfortable for our man.
They
That's
got to
for
get
sure.
this kid. They got to bring him in.
I mean, you
That'd be
got to think
amazing.
this week or next week, if he's alive, there's going to be something.
How far could I mean? A few days head start. He could be anywhere in the country. You know,
Anywhere.
I know they're looking at Florida, but you got sightings. I'm sure they're getting flooded with calls and oh, we saw him here, we saw him there. You know, with all the video technology we have at our disposal, you think someone would have had a definite shot of him at this point. You know, from a toll camera to a traffic light to stores, anything. So it doesn't look good that he's still around.
No, it doesn't. But that's why we got Dog the Bounty Hunter. Or do we? I don't know.
We'll
Let's
see.
pause and give
Nice
some love over
tease.
to Jumpstart Coffee Company. Absolute greatest coffee that I have ever had. Frank, your preferred coffee? No?
It is wonderful. Yes, got the thing right there, the coffee maker, the old-fashioned coffee maker. Love it. Brewing a nice cup, and it's the smell. I gotta tell you, the smell just fills the room, the house.
Wafts.
It's a beautiful smell.
It wafts out of that bag. Frank's got the dark roast. I love the medium roast, caramel candy bar, and a buttery body. Also, a small hint of raisin, not too much. Gives this wonderful, flavorful roast an
That's the
absolute
medium.
eye awakening for your taste buds. You can order this in whole bean or already ground up
Ooh,
if you prefer.
look at that. Thank goodness I got the. I didn't. They sent me the ground up, which was very courteous of them. I didn't
Yeah,
have to grind the beans, so that's a good thing.
but
So
it's
either way, though,
nice,
whatever you prefer.
nice and fresh, and it's in their sealed travel bag, which is
Mm,
great. It'll never get wet or damaged in shipping whatsoever. It ships very fast, and you could save 15% right now with the promo code AOA15. That's AOA15. Use the link in the description or click on the banner on the homepage of anthonyonair.com. 50% of their proceeds go to the Navy SEAL Foundation, which is just great. Great coffee, great cause. And of course, every time you purchase with the link in the description or on the banner of anthonyonair.com, on the homepage there, you are supporting the podcast as well.
there
A
it is.
little of
That's
what
the
Frankie's
medium.
got in one of our new mugs. We got our new microphone mugs on sale now at the merch store, shopanthonyonair.com. Link also in the description. Grab a little bit of this, pour it in a
Nice.
little bit. See, I should be, hold on, Frank. Let me
Wow.
put it here for those people that are watching visually here.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you just drop some into my cup if you could? Just pour some.
Sure.
Oh, there's the good stuff. There we go. Oh man, Frank's gonna have to clean that up.
A little bit. A
That
little
was
bit.
dedication.
Clean up a little bit.
That was pure dedication to his craft. Round of applause for Frankie C. Everybody,
Hey, come
let's
on.
hear it. Let's hear it.
Come on now.
That was lovely.
It was nothing.
Uh, Dog the Bounty Hunter.
What the hell happened here?
He got injured.
Doing what?
He got injured and searching for Brian, and he's taking a breather from the Brian Laundrie hunt.
So if Dog the Bounty Hunter gets injured and he's got all his equipment and he's just looking for Brian Laundrie, what are the odds that Brian Laundrie is not injured and doing just fine?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, this Dog the Bounty Hunter is a trained guy who looks for people in crazy places and he gets injured, even though he has all the help he could ever ask for. Brian Laundrie out on his own, middle of nowhere. Odds are not in his favor.
Not in his favor. He hurt his ankle during the search for Brian Laundrie, although he has gone back to Colorado to receive treatment for the injury. He says he plans to continue to lead the efforts for Brian Laundrie remotely.
The hell you? Okay. No, guys, over there. Go look over there.
Yeah.
What do you?
To the left. Where are you
Yeah.
going? Dog's Florida team will continue the search while he processes leads in Colorado. Dog just got an
Yes.
update from Dog the Bounty Hunter's team. His latest social media post says they say he's headed back to Colorado soon to meet with his doctor after injuring his ankle in the search. He's also raising funds to continue what he calls an expensive search.
Seems
Right.
weird. I mean, your ankle, throw an ace bandage on it, move along. I mean, there's no doctor in Florida that could look at his ankle.
Bro, my parents are in Florida. There are doctors for everything. That is like
That is the doctor's dreamland
with
in
all the
Florida.
retirees down there. There's just like it's a gold mine for doctors right now. They just need doctors. There's doctors everywhere for everything.
If you can put in a new hip, move to Florida.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's gold
A
for you down there.
100%. 100%. Again, call me skeptical, but I have no problem with him doing this or even raising funds. Just all that tax return better be in order once this is all said and done.
I'm sure they look at him very closely.
But also, like, if you're raising funds for your end of this search, you could be like, well, I have to pay myself and I have to pay my team and I
Is
make
the
$200 an hour. You know what I mean? It's like you could be. That's rough.
Yeah, I mean, but what about like he gets his ankles messed up now? Is that a work related injury that gets covered by
Might
this
be.
fund?
Might be.
This fund is paying for his ankle rehab.
Might be.
I don't know. I mean, I'm all for Dog the Bounty Hunter wants to look for this guy and he's got good leads and he could do it. Great. I mean, we haven't heard any updates about where the FBI is in the search or the police. All we hear about is dogs. You know,
Well, yeah, and I
I mean, I
mean,
guess that's all we're gonna hear about. We're not
that's
gonna
all
hear
you're
about
gonna
the
hear, of course.
FBI's leads, but
They tend to keep it close to the chest. Those
yeah,
FBIers.
dog's not the only one looking.
No,
A lot of people out there.
not at all. Not at all.
So
Luckily,
dog's out for now.
Dog is out for now. Left the home of doctors and nurses in Florida. Lucky for us, we have a nurse expert on the show. Not in real life, just in the bedroom. That's Jay Sabs. What up, Jay Sabs?
What kind of expert?
A nurse expert?
You're an expert
And
on nursing people back to health.
Well, that's not what
is
her
that what
husband
he
told me.
means?
But
I don't know.
I heard your husband
Okay.
says he has to. You like to play nurse. That's the rumor that Frank told me before the show started.
That
Okay.
is true.
So there you go.
Confirmed.
Rumor confirmed. So yeah, we're talking about Dog is out because Dog the Bounty Hunter is out because he hurt his ankle. He's conducting his end of the search back home in Colorado.
By the way,
That means someone definitely paid him to leave. Go ahead.
I have more faith in Janine finding Brian Laundrie remotely than I do Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Do you?
Yeah, because Janine's not in this for the cash. That's the thing. That's the difference.
How's the search going so far?
I don't think Jay Sabs is on this one.
I called a few people.
Did you?
I called my peeps in the Bahamas. We're on it.
Oh,
Are you?
Yeah, we're on it.
It's like that Seinfeld bit with the wanted poster in the post office. I mean, if he's not behind me, that's
Oh.
pretty much all I can do.
Pretty much. If I had to hide out someplace, I know exactly where I would go, and no one would ever find me. In fact, I know a few places.
Ooh.
So,
That's a good
Like-
question.
and I say that with about 110%.
Certainty, no one would find you.
No one would find me.
You have to assume that nobody but you knows that location, number one. And number two, you have to be prepared to stay there for a long time. Those two things
absolutely.
you can stay there for a
Yep.
long time and nobody but you knows about that location.
And
Yep.
3, you have seriously contemplated and thought out where you would go after murdering your husband. I don't want to point out the obvious information, but
The connection is wrong here.
I mean, Jay Sabs is not a killer. She's not going to go out and kill an innocent person. But that son of
No,
a bitch husband
innocent.
of hers who looked at
Right,
another
exactly.
woman.
Oof.
You
Might.
said innocent. Keyword.
Right.
I knew that 2 weeks of ignoring your husband wasn't the end of it.
Right.
Oh no.
No,
Oh no. And you know what's funny? Wait. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You say it because I'm going on a different topic.
Oh, I was just gonna say that once in high school we were standing up against the one of the walls in the hallway, and he happened to look as this girl walked by, and I was like, "Are you looking at her ass?" And he was like, "No, I'm looking at her shoes." So every so often I will bring this up. And this is
Wow.
20 years in the
High
making,
school.
okay? High school.
Leave the
And he's
guy
like,
alone.
and he's still very defiant, saying, I was looking at her shoes.
You don't believe it?
No, and every couple of years, I say to him, okay, it's been 5 years. Okay, it's been 10 years. Okay, it's been 22 years. Can you just admit it?
Now, what if the answer is yes? He was checking out her ass. What's
Then just tell me the truth.
No, it's worse
That's
now.
all
He's
you
been
want?
lying about it for 20 years. Now he can't get out of it.
I'll be honest with you. All I want is the truth. That's all I
there's
want.
no
is the
repercussion from that. If he said, "Yeah, I was checking out her ass,"
truth. There might be a small, but it won't be as bad as it was 20-something years ago. Hello.
How many people, you brought up a good point, Janine. How many people do you think have like a hiding
Spot?
place that they've thought of?
Oh, I definitely think that I'd say at least 50% of the population.
Women? Is that a.
I'm gonna-
oh man,
I'm going to go 50. I'm going to go with 50.
I do not have a hiding place. I don't know where I would go if I needed to lay low for a long time. I have
Yet
no
you
idea.
have a 50-page PowerPoint presentation on the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, but that's realistic. I'm just preparing for for the unpreparable. If I had to hide somewhere with zero contact with anybody, and I have no idea where I would go.
I know exactly where I would go. Oh my God, this is so funny. It's so funny. And
Yeah.
I've been to the location too. Like,
To like leave blankets and water supplies and food behind? Is that?
canned food.
And this is a place that no one would stumble upon, that is not occupied by anybody else. This is a place is completely empty, but you can go there and hunker down.
One of the places is not a deserted island. Excuse me.
Now I do.
There are people there, but it's not a main island.
So it's an island.
Mhm.
Well,
And
You
you bet
narrowed
your
it
ass
down.
I'm getting there by boat.
you're
One of
giving
the
us
places.
clues now. Now we kind of know where to
Right.
I'm
look.
sorry.
She said one of the places.
Yeah.
I
at
definitely
least-
have a backup plan. You think
Yeah.
I'm stupid?
Well, you gave away half the store already. I mean, we know you're not.
Mm.
We know to check the islands, basically.
I don't know. I
Right.
don't think I've thought of a place.
There's a lot of islands.
True. But there's
True,
a
but you'd have
finite
to
amount
get-
of islands.
You'd have to get from New York down to at least Florida before you can get to an island.
Right. And it's been done plenty of times.
Okay. I can't. I just can't. I can't even.
It's an empty
I
island.
even
You're gonna
have-
live on an empty island,
I even have a backup boat. Go ahead.
Yeah.
and you have enough fuel in that boat to get all the way down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I've already drafted a letter to the FBI. We have no problems cooperating with any investigations.
Yeah, this episode is going to be turned right over to them.
Yeah.
This is now evidence.
I just
Right.
know it. I just know it is. The Met Police over in the UK are dropping an investigation into Prince Andrew to no one's surprise. Their decision to take no further action over Virginia Giuffre's allegations against Prince Andrew is not surprising. They said just yesterday that they are dropping the investigation after reviewing several documents, including one relating to an ongoing U.S. civil lawsuit concerning Giuffre. The Sunday Times reports that Scotland Yard officers had spoken to Giuffre, although the Met would not confirm or deny doing so. Source close to Prince Andrew told the PA media news agency it comes as no surprise that the Met Police have confirmed that they, having reviewed the sex assault claims against the Duke for a third time, are taking no further action.
Couple things there. I mean, number one, they're done with figuring this out already. Like, all right, we looked at it. Nope, we're dropping it. It's not like we have a lot to go through or anything. That's number one.
What do you think? What do you think?
Well, this is what I'm saying. It's very suspicious. Number two, even though the Met Police have dropped their investigation, doesn't that not matter in terms of he's been summoned by the U.S.
Right, but it is a civil issue here, so it's not like he's even facing any sort of criminal
Wow.
charges.
So he's basically off the hook.
I mean, you know,
Well, that's not true. He's not off the hook because just because they're dropping the investigation, if something comes up in the civil trial, if he's found guilty of whatever, they could reopen the investigation. Not like he was found innocent of anything. If he went to trial and was found innocent of stuff, then there's double jeopardy. He can't be found guilty again.
right?
He can't be tried for the same thing. But or something like this, whatever the hell double jeopardy. You can't be found guilty of something even though of the same crime.
You are correct.
So it's just that the investigation was dropped. It doesn't mean it can't be picked up again.
True, but I mean, this is the third time.
This is bad.
This is the third time they've done this.
This is bull.
Yeah, I mean, it's absurd.
I'd love to. I mean, shouldn't they be able to share their reasoning? Like, this is what we've seen that leads us to believe that we could drop the investigation.
Yeah, I just don't think that they have. I mean, freedom of the press is a U.S. constitutional thing. I don't really think that they have similar.
So they could drop an investigation without any accountability. They could just go, well, no, we're not doing it.
Who's going to question? You know, if they don't want to take a press conference,
They have press over there. I think it's fairly. It's a democratic society. It's not like
right, but
Russia.
I mean, here you can sue for the right of what do they call that? The freedom of information.
Yeah, that's true.
You can sue for that kind of thing. I don't know if they have that over there. I'm sure somebody in the comments will help us out.
Yeah, help us out with the law over there in the UK. Can regular folks, the press, find out what exactly they have about this investigation that leads them to say, we're done with it. It's over.
There's just no way they're going to prosecute one of their own, which is super unfortunate. It's just the royal family, and they're just never
touch him.
Going to turn him in, and that's got to be endlessly frustrating for the people of that country, because how could you pay a fucking tax? Just that this guy is clearly operating on.
He's got his own set of rules.
His own set of rules. I mean, it's
above the law.
Let's not act like that shit don't happen here in the States, because it does. But
Blittons.
Blump.
I was going to say Hunter Biden, but I mean,
Hunter Biden.
At the same time, it's like if it's really, really bad, it will get out, and it will get, that will be dealt with, to a degree. We don't have Trump on the rundown, but that Bannon, man, they are. The latest thing is they all got subpoenaed to give information, and Bannon and a couple of other people are like, go fuck yourself. I ain't showing up for this. He's not going to.
You could just ignore a subpoena now?
You can. Yeah, of course you can. You're going to wind up in jail, but you can do it.
Okay.
There was some woman, I forget her name, she ignored a subpoena in the Clinton trial where he was up for getting impeached. She served 18 months in prison. I don't even know whatever happened to her, but she was in prison for 18 months for ignoring
just for ignoring a summons. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Ignore all the summonses you want then.
Yeah. J Sabs, you'll love this one. Demi Lovato says that the word.
Oh, no.
This is ridiculous.
I just read this to my husband, and I slammed down my computer and I said, really? I've had enough of the world. Honestly, I'm done.
This is stupid.
I'm fucking done.
We agree, J Sabs. This is dumb. This makes any other offensive thing looks like, what are you trying to do now? This is like too far. This is ridiculous. It makes zero sense.
Well, okay, but wait. I do have one clause though.
Mm-hmm.
What if the alien that she met was really hot, and then he didn't want that word to be said? Then I can maybe let that slide. Okay, but look at Frank's face. Is he stuck?
You're trying to rationalize this? You're trying to say, well, she had to have met an alien, and she had to discuss the terminology alien with him or her, and they had to come to an understanding that she has to tell the world that the word alien is offensive to anybody outside of planet Earth.
I think James is making an excellent point. What if the alien's hot?
If the alien's hot, then all bets are off. You
Then
gotta
it's
say
like-
you gotta do what the alien says. What if he's hot and homeless?
Oh. Question. Did anyone else hear the Katy Perry song in the background as she's giving this interview? Kiss me, kiss me.
Extraterrestrial?
Yes.
I didn't see
One of the
the
greatest
interview.
songs ever made.
Easy. Take
It's
it
one
easy.
of the greatest. It is one of the greatest songs ever.
I don't
made.
even think
I will,
it made the top 500 for Rolling Stones.
Well, then you know what? I'll be upset because that is one of the greatest songs ever made. Sorry.
Well, I mean,
You should be sorry.
let's finish what the actual story is about.
Go
Got
ahead.
J-Sab so
There's
hot
more
and
to it.
Demi Lovato
Lawrence.
says that the word alien is offensive and that we shouldn't call them aliens anymore. The pop star made a bizarre plea to all Earthlings during an interview with an Australian outlet called Pedestrian.tv, in which they say the term alien itself is offensive, even as it pertains to the actual would-be aliens from outer space who may or may not be zipping around above us.
Even if she talked to aliens or whatever the hell, why would the word alien be offensive? What's offensive about? Did anybody ask her what's offensive about the word alien?
You know, I'm surprised at the two of you. I'm with Demi on this one.
It's because it's like you don't belong here, but
Right.
they do belong here because they had it first. That's
Alien doesn't mean they don't belong here. Alien just means you're not from this.
But
what,
place.
Frank? Not
No.
normal? What are you trying to say?
Not from here.
But people
You're an alien.
associate that word for being like, yeah, you don't belong here. You're an alien.
I would like to
And
apologize.
that's even been said.
Is
I
That's
would-
even been
Bigfoot
said.
I think Bigfoot is offensive to Sasquatch. I mean, not all Sasquatches have huge feet, and to say that they do is offensive to the Sasquatch.
I just can't. I can't even.
I would like to apologize for my two co-hosts for their irrational, bigoted, and
Mhm.
hatred-filled opinions on this. I do
If-
not agree.
If an alien comes down and says, "I'm offended by the word alien," I will make a wholehearted apology.
Well, I'm not going to chance it. I'm going to be on their side no matter what. So I'm including all of what I like to call, and I think Demi's in agreement here, unidentified people. And I think that's more.
Unidentified
Wait,
people? Is that what she said?
Unidentified people.
She said
They're-
extraterrestrial, didn't she?
They're not aliens. They're unidentified at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, that's offensive because they're unidentified to us. Doesn't mean they're not identified.
They're identified to us.
Do you-
But
Wow.
They have identities. Just not
they
to
will
us.
be identified, and then we'll call them that. Whatever.
You're an
that is.
anti-identifiedist.
I am not. You are an alienite, and that's hurtful to
Okay.
my future people.
Okay.
It's derogatory.
Kiss me, kiss me. Fill me with your poison, inject me with your loving.
Has anybody
Wow.
checked on
That was pretty
Demi
good.
Lovato's well-being? I mean, for Britney Spears was under conservatorship. Demi Lovato free to do whatever she wants.
I know. Oh,
It
this is
seems
what
like
this
there
world
was-
is.
Seems like there was a missed communication there
Yeah.
somewhere.
We got that one.
Welcome
wrong, huh?
to
Mix that one up.
2021. Welcome
No,
to 20.
This is this is out there. This is not cancel culture or anything weird like that. This is
Oh, I
Demi
just mean like
Lovato being nuts.
anything goes. I can't.
Yeah, but people are looking at this and not going, yeah, I agree. They're looking at this going, somebody should get this woman some kind of help.
I
Help
never
to
in
get
my
the word
life-
out against hateful people like the two of you. I agree.
Right.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Mm.
Kiss me,
I'm shocked.
kiss me.
I'm shocked that a Democrat and a liberal independent Republican can unite over such hatred. It was
Wait.
unfortunate.
I love all aliens. I think they're great. If
It's
they want to
offensive.
come down here,
It's offensive.
okay. I love all
I love all
extraterrestrials.
unidentified people.
It's
Let me ask you a
extraterrestrial,
question.
she said, isn't it?
But I also love identified people, so I want to put that out there as well.
Oh, you guys blipped out on me.
Buy
Yeah.
better internet.
Go back.
Go ahead, Janine.
you could be two parties at the same time, an independent Republican. No, I think you just made that up.
Well,
So
I
you're a
don't want to
Republican.
label you as a full-on Republican.
So,
I'm
all right,
neither.
I'll jump on board. Extraterrestrial is what she said,
If you're
right?
an independent, it doesn't work for my joke. So,
Oh,
yeah.
there you
Okay,
go.
then go
Yeah.
back. Whatever works for your joke, I'll be it.
Yeah, thanks.
What's the term that they
Okay.
prefer?
um,
I thought it was extraterrestrial. She
Extraterrestrial.
said.
it was extraterrestrial. I was just making a joke because unidentified is the name of her special coming to Peacock. Which
I
is
see. Oh, good. There's no motive behind this whole thing.
none. There's a Peacock special behind us all. You know what I'm saying?
Right, of course. So, all right. So, if I went to another planet and there were extraterrestrials there, and they called me alien, I don't see the what the big deal is.
They wouldn't. They would call you an extraterrestrial because they're accepting.
They wouldn't call me
Also-
extraterrestrial because terrestrial refers to Earth.
Well, is that true?
I think so.
Or does it revolve around the terrain
I'm
that
looking it
you're
up.
currently on?
Ter-
I feel like I just took a swing. You know when a boxer's going down and they've already been knocked out, but they still take a swing on the way down?
that wasn't bad.
Fuck you.
God, it's so hot down here. I'm gonna die.
An
Go ahead.
inhabitant of the Earth.
It is, well, that's hurtful. That's offensive too because there's other inhabitants of other places. But it is uncomfortable. It's one of those uncomfortable fall evenings at the time that we're doing this show.
Well, I had the AC on since May, but husband did something this weekend with the boiler, and if you go near like the what are those like radiator? What is it called? What's it called? You know, along
Baseboard?
the wall. There you go,
Baseboard.
baseboard. They feel hot because we took out the hot water heater. So the water is laying in the pipes. Probably this is very boring. Basically, it just feels hot around the house. And I want to die. There you go, basically.
Yeah.
And I have the AC on still. Just eat that.
Yeah, that AC. I
But
asked.
it is warm here for October. Well, it's New York, so it could go either way. But it's warm here.
It was a hot day
It's a hot
today.
day.
Yeah, it was a hot
Yeah.
day today.
Mm.
I asked the wife
And
for
it's gonna
some
be
air
80.
conditioning, and she denied me. She said no.
What?
There'll be
Oh,
no
that's-
air conditioning.
Get the
That's bull.
Yeah,
no AC?
turn me down.
That's bogus.
Oh
man.
my God, no.
I don't run the
Nope.
ship here. This is not my boat. This is
That's
not my
a
yeah,
ship or a
there's
boat?
there's ground. That's grounds for getting on a boat, and never mind.
Yeah, you're just itching. You're itching to run away. What's going on? Somebody check on your husband. Anthony,
Yeah.
Send him a text.
I text him every 6 hours and have been for the last 3 weeks.
Good.
Since Gabby went missing, I've been texting Janine's husband every 6 hours.
Good.
At 2
Somebody's gotta
a.m.
check
one,
on
he's
that.
starting to get annoyed with, but I feel like it's a necessity.
That's peak time. That's a necessity. You got to get that 2:31 in there.
Right.
Credit Paul, who's like become one of our best pals and producers.
Paul,
Do we want to talk about Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly on the cover of? I think we do.
Cover what?
On the cover of GQ magazine.
Oh, good for them.
We got to talk about this photo shoot.
Is it the same
why is that?
things that they were wearing at the gala or whatever?
Well, yeah.
Basically,
I mean, you want to talk?
because it's nothing.
Should we insert this into the discussion now, or do you want to talk about Superman first?
Insert it. That's what she said.
Okay, let's let's insert it now.
Let me take a sip of my high noon first, and then
Don't forget to check shopanthonyonair.com. Get our new merch. As I've been saying, we have the new just plain microphone mugs in
Love
the
it.
store now, which are just great for everybody. Works great with Jumpstart Coffee Company. I will only put one of two things in this: Jumpstart Coffee Company or just straight up vodka.
whiskey.
Or
Ever
whiskey.
Irish up that coffee?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Nice.
Offensive.
Is it?
Well, a little bit.
Isn't that the term? I apologize.
They also have Mexican coffee too. So
If you ask for an Irish coffee in a restaurant, they give you.
Well, the
That's
fact
an
that-
actual thing.
What are you going to say now? They're all drunk?
Ugh, God, I
I
can't
don't care
take
for
you.
that kind of.
I don't know why I'm friends with you.
Frank, are you
do-
Irish at all?
No.
You're 100% Italian.
Yes.
Really?
Well,
Yes.
I'll take a.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'd like to get
Sicilian,
a
to be
23andMe
exact.
on you because I don't know. I don't think that's.
Yeah, maybe, but that's what I've been
Only
told.
because I've seen your legs in the summer and they're as white as.
This Twitter page.
Yeah, basically.
You have flamingo legs. They're so white, they're pink.
That's typical. that's my brother's on
Just
the other
wanna-
hand.
Yeah.
My brother tans like that. You turn on
Right.
the
That's what
light
I'm saying.
in the room and he's tan.
You are opposites.
I can't make this
What-
any
What is-
bigger.
Oh, you're killing me.
That's what
here.
she said. I'm sure you can if you keep looking at it.
All right,
Yeah,
so
keep playing with it. It'll get bigger.
I just said if you
apologies.
keep looking at it, if you keep looking at that, you'll get bigger.
Apologies to the listening audience, but for those that are viewing, which obviously you can watch every show on YouTube or Facebook, there's
Obviously.
Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly on the cover of GQ Style.
Yep. She's bottomless, it looks like.
It looks like she's very bottomless,
Yep.
and also she's holding a
Oh, yeah.
gun to his nether regions.
To his balls.
Oh, I like
Yeah,
this. I like this
that's
picture a
something.
lot.
I thought he was Machine Gun.
I'm gonna
Kelly.
text your husband right now. I just won't feel comfortable.
I mean, he's wearing like a Frankenstein style jacket.
Yeah.
Big leather pants and boots, and she's wearing. He couldn't be more covered up, and she's pretty much naked.
Right.
Well,
I
nobody
don't know if
wants.
she
I
has
mean,
a top on.
this is an
No, I
Anthony point of
understand.
view thing. Nobody wants to see him. I'm sure there are people who do want
I'm
to see
sure there are
naked, but
people. Yeah.
I could name a lot of things I'd want to see first before him naked.
Yeah, you're not. We're not complaining.
And what does he have? Like a lollipop in his mouth?
Yeah.
He's got like this like Kurt
Why?
Cobain look
Why?
to him. I guess the
Because-
hair.
Yeah, he
blowing.
does.
Because he has to be cool. Don't you understand?
She's ridiculous. Like, is that photo? That looks a little photoshopped.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know,
it is. I
'cause-
think it is a little bit.
I don't think. Seeing her on the red carpet in that thing. This
No,
is
she's
very
obviously
similar.
in great shape, but I think they took in that ass a little bit, right? I don't know. Can you see my mouse on the screen?
Yes.
Right
Now,
here.
yeah.
This looks.
You think?
This looks suspect to me. This looks like a little bit like they pushed this in.
I don't know. I mean, that
But
looks.
look at
Oh,
natural.
maybe.
Look at the spike thing on the legs. That's fucking cool. I mean,
What
I
is
give her
that?
points for that. I don't know.
Is that a
who-
garter belt or something?
Kind of. It's like a spiky garter belt thing.
Or is it like a tattoo? She's not tattooed. There.
No. That's I could see it. It's a legit thing.
Okay.
And it also, I will say, this is kind of hot. It looks like she's wearing nothing but the gun holster. That's kind of hot.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Chick wearing just a gun holster, all good.
That's not bad.
He is
That's
wearing.
not bad.
He's
He's
wearing.
wearing
Too much clothing.
Everything.
He's wearing. What do they call those? Thigh-high boots? Are those thigh-high boots, Janine?
Knee high, looks like.
Knee-high boots?
Oh, those go all the way up? Is
No,
that?
those go up to his thigh.
Oh, there you go.
How fucking
Yeah,
hilarious would I look in this outfit?
I
That-
think we got the next photo shoot.
That'd be my Frankie Minaj.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
This is that's not necessary.
There's a close-up of them tonguing each other, kind of.
Ugh.
Here's what the thing is for me, though. She's a mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
So,
her-
listen, stop with that shit.
Yeah,
Just
stop,
because we have kids,
Your
what does that
bigoted
mean?
point of view against moms expressing their sexuality.
it's
You
not.
say sexist, whatever you want
not.
to call it.
It's not.
You know,
Because I was gonna say, like,
moms have the right to do this.
they do, but every day, every time we basically end a show, I cringe at the thought of my kids going back and watching this, going, I can't believe this fucking guy raised me, and I feel like
Why?
her kids are going to think,
Well,
'cause
that's
this
your
is-
problem.
this is something we've never had to deal with before, where every single thing we do is archived and chronicled, and like her great grandkids will have access to this stuff.
Yeah, and they're gonna be raised with this already ingrained, so it's not gonna be like a surprise to them.
Right.
I'm not
It's
sure.
like, okay, my mother is Megan Fox. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta understand that she grew up as a sex symbol here. That her career. Her whole career is acting and modeling and whatever she, this
I
kind of
guess
stuff.
so, but doesn't that hurt though, especially for like the kid to be like, if that's not their
No.
dad.
No.
You don't
No,
think so?
I mean, there's all kinds of different. I mean, it might not be their dad, but they'll grow up knowing him, maybe, or not him. Who knows? It doesn't matter. I mean, it's her life. It's her decision to be
Right.
with this guy and parade him around, or him parade her around.
Because
But he just said, "Go ahead." Oh,
because I'm saying like
Okay.
when Megan Fox's kid is like 16
Mm.
and they're like, I want to go out and do this, and Megan Fox is like, no, I'd be like, what if I held a gun to some 20-year-old kid's balls? Is that okay? Because you fucking put it on the cover of GQ. Like she's going
but
to
she's
have
not
to.
16 in this. She's 30 something here.
But that's what no. What I'm saying, when her kids are 16, like they're going. Like, okay, am I making this point? When we were growing up, our parents could get away with murder because there was no proof. Like, how many times did your mom be like, "Oh, I never I
Oh,
never
of
smoked
course.
cigarettes or I didn't do drugs," and we would be like, "Oh, okay."
Well, it's a
my
different
mother always
time now.
smoked cigarettes around me.
We've lost that ability. We don't have that anymore because now her kids could literally be like, I saw you fucking pantsless holding a gun to some guy 30 years younger than you's balls, and you're
Yeah.
gonna tell me I
Yeah, but
can't
you know
take the
what?
car out tonight?
No.
Yeah, and when their kid is an adult, they can make these decisions too. But when they're 16, they're in charge.
You're missing the
Parents are in
point.
charge.
She's got no defense against her kids anymore. Like her kids are gonna be able to prove all of her
I get it.
imperfections, if you will.
I get
Yeah,
it.
but guess what? My kids are going to do the same thing too because I have Facebook and so do you.
That's what
So
I'm
you
saying.
could still see, but I'm saying it's not just because she's famous. It's because we're all over everything.
Yeah.
That's why I said I regret after every show. I go, fuck. One day my kid is gonna
But
watch this
why?
show.
But why? It doesn't matter. No.
I don't
You
know.
what are you? You're thinking like an 80-year-old man right now. That's
And
what
you
you're
honestly-
thinking, Mike.
And you honestly think your kid is going to be so infatuated with you that he's going to watch all your episodes of this show?
No, but
He's definitely not.
I think that at the way that voice search is going these days, and they are already chronicling every word in a podcast. You could already run a podcast through a program, and it will make every word said in that podcast searchable through text. So I think the idea of my kids one day or grandkids sitting down and being like, what kind of person was because we only had some fucking rusty old picture of grandpa and grandma. We had no idea what the fuck. They look like perfectly fine people.
You look like perverts.
We have a lot of intimate conversations on this show that I feel like is going, like one day, like a 12-year-old kid, whether it be a kid or grandkid, is going to come up to you and be like, was it true that you were contemplating killing grandpa and then you had a hiding place all picked out with a boat and everything? Like, you're going to have to answer.
And I'm like,
J-Sab,
come
I
here,
think that
come here, kid. Let me show you where to go.
question's directed to you.
I think so.
Okay.
No, I'm so. You're thinking way too hard into this.
Yeah, there's going to be so much other information out there. This isn't going to matter. Plus, this again, they're raising their kids. It's not like the kids are growing up in a bubble. They're gonna see this. Also, they're gonna go, yeah, you see this magazine? It put food on your table and clothes on your back. So
Right.
you know what?
Thank you.
If you're taking the car out tonight, is it gonna do that? Then great, but it's not.
All right.
Bam.
Maybe
Damn.
Megan Kelly will say the fact that I wasn't allowed to wear pants at this photo shoot provided that car that you want to take out tonight. Maybe you're right, Frank. I don't know.
Megan Kelly? Is she going by Megan Kelly now?
He did.
What
say
did I
that,
say?
Right?
You said Megan Kelly.
Did I say Megan Kelly?
Yeah. Who's a completely different person. But if you combine Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly, you get Megan Kelly.
That's true. She will be Megan Kelly.
Right.
If Kelly's the last name, I don't even know if that's true.
If she marries Machine Gun Kelly, I feel like she is legally obligated to fight the other Megan Kelly in some sort of a boxing match
Celebrity death match.
for Megan Kelly supremacy.
Or she could just be Magun Kelly. There we go. Done. Easy.
I honestly think he should take her name and be Machine Gun Fox.
Oh,
Oh,
I do
That sounds
like that.
better than Machine Gun Kelly.
But Megan Gun Kelly kind of sounds nice.
Magun Kelly.
Oh, I
Megan.
see what you did there.
Ooh, yeah, we do. What happened to that? We used to combine everybody's names. We don't do that anymore. Like Benifer, and it's probably the only one.
Yeah.
Brangelina.
I don't
The
know.
fuddy duddy on top keeps scrolling through these pictures.
They're nice
The
pictures.
fuddy duddy.
Fuddy duddy.
I think
Hold
of these
on, hold on.
things.
There's a thing.
Is it like in your contract that you have to murder an insect on every episode of the show?
That was a mosquito. So tell me
that's fine then.
what is the purpose of a mosquito to keep it alive?
To spread malaria.
Oh, by
How
the way,
else are we going to do that?
also we have another thing in the trap, and I believe he had sex with him and then started eating him. So
Who had sex with him?
one bug started having sex with the other bug and just started eating him because he's stuck in the trap. So
There you go.
It's fucked up.
Superman's son in an upcoming comic book comes out as bi.
There you go.
It's a good story for
John
National.
Kent.
Is it National Coming Out Day or International?
National Coming Out Day.
Okay. So if you're in the UK, today's not your day. Hold off. This is just an American day.
It is national. Celebrating National Coming Out Day. Okay, so there you go.
Again, you know me. I feel like I am
As bigoted as they come.
Number one friend to the LGBTQ community. Good for them. But again, as I was saying to Frank pre-show, between Batman going down on Catwoman, you know, I just feel like there's more sex involved in these comics.
Man, I got to start reading comics.
That's DC for you.
I thought that there was already a gay character in the comics, but I could be wrong.
So only one now?
No, I think
besides Robin. I mean, hello.
Wasn't Robin in bi in the new? I can't even keep track of him anymore.
I don't know. But
and I didn't know they still wrote comics this much.
Yeah.
I don't know
comics
why.
are huge. Comics,
huge.
Graphic novels, they're all. It's a big. The Comic-Con I think was this past weekend.
Yep, it was
in New York.
Past us in New York.
Yep. Yeah.
Big deal. It's still a big deal. These things, and a lot of TV shows come out of these things. So,
see here's the thing for me. I think overall this is good because you probably got your who even knows what age people that are reading comics, and something like this can be very comforting for them. So
definitely.
I think 100%. It's good. Where I have an issue with it is,
here we go. Here's where the hate comes. Come on, spill your hate.
There's no hate. It just, again, it feels like such a childhood thing for me, and like I just feel like with my kids growing up, like they're getting close to this, and I want them to be like little babies. I can't fucking take how fast they're growing up.
I get that, but Clark
Go
Kent.
ahead, Janine. Go ahead. Kick me while I'm down.
Oh God, I just can't wait till they're fucking 18. So I don't know about you.
I've been having a hard time lately. Mine are 6 and 4. I've been having a rough couple of weeks with how big they're getting. I just can't even fucking take it. I can't take it.
Yeah, me too. Not after the day I had. Nope, I won't comment on that today.
We can tell depending on the strength of the alcohol you're consuming during the podcast.
Yeah, this is nothing though.
So what does your kids growing up have to do with this?
Because they're gonna get close to an age where this is all gonna start to, matter to them. Right now they're not into any sort of, they're not into any crushes or anything like that.
Right. No, that's coming down the road. You got to be ready for that.
I can't fucking take it. I'll tell you what makes
home. Yep, I got a boyfriend. I got a girlfriend.
I'm going to tell you what makes it worse. I loved it at first, but if you have the iPhone, you could put these like widgets on the phone, and you could display like photos and everything. And so if you do that and you click on the photo, they have like suggested photos for you. And then now they have this new thing where
it warps the face together.
And it's called Memories. Yeah. Where they will literally make fucking minute-long videos with the sappiest fucking music of they can tell by the face. So they'll like show, like my wife just got one where it was literally just me and my son over the years, and I was fucking crying on the couch.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God, pussy.
You're gonna be a
Oh
sight to
my
see at their weddings.
God.
So I know this is great. Oh, forget it. I'm just praying for a heart attack before any of those things happen.
That's nice.
Before, so that's the thing. Like, this is great for the the LGBTQ plus community, but I just feel like it's just like my kids are racing towards this, and because this is like because comics were always young and innocent for us. Like we said, they
Yeah, but
always
Superman
drew,
made out with Lois Lane and Batman.
but that was it. That was the most sexual
Well, that's
comic
same
ever
thing
was.
here. Oh, except
Wait,
the
you guys
Batman thing.
were you guys both into comics?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a collection of them in my attic.
My brother never was. He never read them at all.
Yeah, me and my brother, we collected a lot of them when we were young.
Yeah.
Obviously, my husband did.
It was also kind of hot when we were younger because that was right around when Superman died. That was the first really big like
That was
comic
a
book
big
stunt.
one. That was
Yeah,
a big
that
deal.
like drove a lot of a lot
Got
of
that
shit.
issue.
So so good for. I also can't get past the fact that Superman's got kids. That also makes me feel very.
Well, that's
fucking
the whole
old.
thing too. Like, hello.
I didn't even know about that until this story. I didn't know he had a kid in the comics yet.
Fucked up between Superman's
neither.
kids and my gray hair, and my kids growing up. These memories, like something's got to give here. I'm
Is
Go
is
have
he
a hot
Lois
toddy.
Lane's?
Yes.
Got to be, right? I mean, I don't know of any other.
That would be pretty shocking.
So yeah,
I'm
good for them.
disgusted by you right now.
By him?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Why? Because I'm
We're all-
sensitive. I have
Why
feelings?
this time?
I'm like, do you cry usually? And not that I'm disgusted that you
Here
cry.
we go. Here's the typical Republican. No, I'm kidding.
No, I don't.
No.
Men are allowed
know.
to cry.
I'll
No,
be honest
obviously,
with
I like when men cry.
I don't cry.
Obviously.
I don't cry, and I didn't cry before. But I feel like if I had real feelings, it would make me. That would be
So
the
you
moment I would
had
cry.
to do it. You had to do it for the pod. I get it. You had to say it for the pod, but like, men don't cry, and they should. That's
I think
it.
men cry more than they let on.
Do you?
Yeah, I cry after every time we film one of these episodes. I spend a good half an hour
If I'm
thinking
mean,
about my life
If
and
I'm
the
mean.
choices I've made. No, just in general.
Oh, okay.
I think about this podcast and go, "What the hell am I doing? This something's wrong here." And I sit in the dark in the living room, lights out, and I cry for a good half hour.
Then you
Then
take
I
the
go to
lubriderm
bed.
out. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's only on weekends.
During.
Well,
Okay.
what's great about that though is if I can bring out the positive, it also gives Frank's wife time to cry on her own for just being in this marriage altogether.
It just resets both of us.
Right.
That's the point of that.
Because that's her big regret. We'll recap their anniversary though, which will be nice.
Yeah.
See when you guys actually cried.
Oh, the whole weekend.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't cry. It's very, very rare. It's
That
very,
cries at the drop of a hat.
very, very rare.
When the Islanders are knocked out of the playoffs, waterworks.
I did
Niagara Falls.
shed a tear last game at the Coliseum when they came out and Coldplay's "Fix You" was playing. I did
See?
get a little watery.
Oh,
water.
God.
I don't cry at sports. I cry, at things that matter.
Sports
Oh,
matter.
okay.
Oh, you got frozen, or am I frozen? I think
Somebody's
we're back.
frozen. Sports
We
matter.
We glitched out for a second.
Sports matter.
I understand.
Let's not act like
I don't cry. I would get emotional at some stuff, but I don't think I've ever cried at sports. Like the biggest emotional thing was when we played. I shed a tear or two when we lost the championship in high school. Because it sucked. Knocked the wind right out of you. It sucks. Getting that far and then losing the championship, it sucked. I'm not going to
Oh
lie.
my God. This
Well,
knows.
to fill in everybody in on the story, we were
That's what she said.
10.9 seconds away from winning the championship,
That was the first time.
and we lost it in overtime. And then the second time we lost it,
Yeah, we were the first year, we were 10.9 seconds. We were ahead by 1. 10.9 seconds left in the third period.
Okay, nobody cares.
Game over.
2 years in a row, we lost. The
They
city
knocked it in,
championship.
and then they scored in overtime.
All right,
Anyway,
a couple of last things quickly here. Just important stuff to go over. Some housekeeping. Fuck the LA Times and pizza toppings. Let's talk about this because this was trending today. Pepperoni.
Pizza toppings first, because I don't know how long I'm going to last down here in this.
That's it.
Go
We're on
ahead.
pizza toppings.
Yeah, we're on it. We're on it.
Pepperoni was trending today, and I put out this controversial tweet, and I stand by this. Pepperoni is the most overrated pizza topping of all fucking time.
I've got to go now.
Here's my theory on this. This is my theory. Because of a lack of graphics technology, like today we got Photoshop, we got all this stuff. Back in the day, when pizzerias were popping up everywhere, they didn't have the sort of graphics that they have now.
Right.
So for a pizzeria to illustrate that they also have toppings, they had to put something on the fucking pizza, and it just became pepperoni. And that, like, on the sign out front, or on the menus, or on the pizza boxes, a circle
was aesthetically pleasing.
It was the easiest thing for the limited graphic technology that we had at the time for them to do.
I feel like if you could draw a pizza and a big guy in a chef costume, you could draw a mushroom.
I think mushrooms and peppers are on some of them as time progressed, but to just do like this, that was easier than drawing a mushroom shape or a pepper shape.
So you think the only reason pepperoni became so popular is because
it was easy to draw?
It was easy to draw back in the day.
Exactly. I'm saying it became the default topping because they couldn't draw anything else. So in order for a pizzeria to be like, we have toppings, they put the pepperoni. The pepperoni became a thing. And now, because of that, it automatically became the default topping. But let's be honest. How many of you really fucking enjoy pepperoni on their pizza?
I'll eat it if it's there, but
That's
I don't.
shocking.
I never order it. I never order it.
J Sabs raises her hand. That's shocking.
Why?
You'll order a pepperoni pizza?
Absolutely. Actually, my husband got one Saturday for him and his friend while they were working, and I came home and I was like, "Oh, pepperoni pizza," because we will eat that. It has only become popular in our household for the last 3-4 years, I'd say.
That's surprising.
Yeah,
Why?
If there's something else, I'll eat
like?
that.
Okay, because here's the other thing too. This is what I don't think people really, and even you're admitting this is a newer sort of a thing for you guys.
For us, that we always liked it, but now if we get pizza, we will get pepperoni pizza.
Because I feel like, especially like pizza, in a lot of cases, in a lot of scenarios, you're ordering pizza for a gathering or a party. So if you're ordering like 8 pizzas and you're like, let's get a topping, but you don't really, you're like, oh, are people going to like mushrooms? Are they going to like peppers and onions? So what happens? You go, just get pepperoni. And I feel like a lot of the pepperoni pizza that gets, I'm just saying, I feel like this is an overrated, bloated topping scenario.
So what do you like then?
What?
What do you like?
Me personally, I like a little sausage and meatball on there. And I'll tell you what, I have to deal, if I want sausage and meatball, I have to deal with fucking pepperoni because suddenly then it's a meat lover's slice.
Right.
Which I fucking peel the pepperoni off and I don't fucking, I'll eat a couple slices, but I don't love it. I don't think it's that great, pepperoni.
Well, I think pepperoni would be better if it wasn't huge circles. Because whenever I take a bite out of pepperoni pizza, half the pizza comes out of it with me because of that huge slice of pepperoni you can't separate. So if they took the pepperoni slice and cut it into quarters and sprinkled that on top, I would be much happier. It would come apart more easily. That's my 2 cents on pepperoni.
Yeah, and I'm not saying pepperoni, like people like Janine, don't exist. I'm just saying the ratio, the
you think everybody thinks that everyone else likes it, so that's why they get it.
That's why they get it. It is just like a default topping. Like, what should we get? I don't know, pepperoni.
Well, if you look at all the other options,
yeah,
not everybody likes all the other options, but generally speaking, pepperoni.
Everybody likes pepperoni.
Not
ask
disliked.
in our group text, and I bet you people will say pepperoni.
It's not that it's loved. Better.
We have thousands of followers and listeners. We got
or
here
or
it
you
is.
Can ask
no, ask
too,
8 people.
Ask them, I guess. Only because I could say we could get an answer right away.
That's true. That's true.
Janine still doesn't understand how
this
the
works?
show's grown.
So no. Okay. So I think you're
like...
right though. Pepperoni is not hated by most people.
It's not hated.
It might not be loved by everybody, but it's definitely not hated. Whereas if you get
if it was a company,
mushroom or
I'm sorry to
olives or
interrupt you.
Onions, you can't do that.
I'm saying if it was a company, Jim Cramer would say, don't invest in this. It's way over leveraged. There's too much. They're not going to make.
Crazy. He's crazy.
That's the truth. I feel like that's exactly what it is. I feel like most sales of pepperoni are out of whack because, like I said, the party scenario where people are just ordering ship just because.
You know what else was a good one? Sausage and pepper.
Yeah.
Pizza is also good. But you know what? I do like. So there's Anthony's Coal-Fired Pizza, which is, a chain.
If you like burnt pizza.
But it is good. Like, I like that kind of pizza. They have a pie that has, wait for this. It has mini meatballs.
Ooh.
It has hot green peppers on it. And it has, oh my God, I'm forgetting the name of that white stuff.
Parmesan?
Cheese.
No, it's cheese. God.
Mozzarella?
Nope. The other kind of cheese. It's like cold and it comes
Ricotta.
in a There you go. There you go.
What is it?
Oh my God.
Ricotta.
Ricotta cheese.
Oh.
So it has all these things, but it is really good. You have to get that from there. And it's like, one of the ones that, like, it's their specialty pie.
That sounds really good.
I love, and I understand that most people do not like this, but I love anchovy pizza.
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm just happy you didn't say pineapple and ham because that's fucking disgusting.
I would have to hang up.
I can eat that, but I don't.
Instead of in 5 minutes.
But I don't prefer it.
Awful.
Anchovies I love on a pizza. Mushrooms are great on a pizza. Peppers.
Oh, pepperoni and mushroom is also another good combo.
See, but I like if the pepperoni for me, they're too big. If you cut them up and chunk them onto the pizza, that would be better.
No, pepperoni
they
and
don't come
mushroom
off
together.
so easily. Every time I bite into a pepperoni slice, I get pepperoni clinging to the rest of it. It's just too big of a piece of topping. It's too big. It doesn't come apart when you bite it. You end up dragging half of it out.
All right, let me ask you a question. You're at a party, okay? There's 8 pizzas. Let's say you get 4 plain, and you get 2 pepperoni, and you get one with like meatball and whatever, and you get the other one with like mushrooms or peppers or whatever. What do you think goes first? The 2 specialty ones or the 2 pepperoni? What do you think we run out of first at the party?
Pepperoni.
I disagree.
If there are kids there, pepperoni.
I think it's pepperoni.
I feel like kids get pepperoni a lot more. Like when I run out of party, the pepperoni goes for the kids.
Kids do plain. Kids don't have
plain
toppings.
too, but I think pepperoni is a big one for kids. I think that's what I've seen.
I don't know. I think this is great. I feel like the pepperoni is a huge black eye amongst the Italian culinary community.
Wow.
Do you think?
I am like.
So you got pepperoni. Why wouldn't they put like supersad on there?
Well, that's the other thing.
Dried sausage.
Pepperoni is the cheapest shit of
That's probably why.
Of our offerings. Like,
well, if you want to charge $20 a slice, then you put supersad on it.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you about this pie also. That there's a winery out east that also has a pizzeria oven, whatever, in it, and they make a really good. Okay, let me tell you.
Prosciutto and arugula.
No, that's good too, but they have supersad and Mike's hot honey on it. Did you ever have hot honey on pizza?
No, that's interesting.
With sauce and cheese and everything, like a regular.
Yes. So it's like a spicy honey. And then also, I forgot what cheese is on it, but it's really good. Like
super son, that must be spicy. I could see that with regatta, kind of like the cool of the regatta and the hot of the.
No, you don't need it. It's not really not that hot. Just enough spice. Yep. Good.
What's that? There's a new place in the city. New, I mean, like the last 3 or 4 years, where they have the square slice. It's like
Prince Street Pizza with the pepperoni.
And they basically like burn the pepperoni, and the pepperoni winds up like cupping because it's so.
Yep, it's good.
How is that good? I mean, that looks like shit to me.
No,
I feel like once the pepperoni cups, you get little pools of oil.
Yeah, that's what happens.
No.
All of them.
No.
Seinfeld, Fallon, everybody. They were all tweeting pictures like a couple of years ago from this place. It became a big thing.
God, I wish we could go there now, but I'm not allowed to. But you could go in and get me a slice and then bring it out.
Why aren't
You're
you
not allowed to go.
I feel like we
No,
shouldn't have asked.
because I'm not vaccinated.
Oh, I forgot. I thought it was because your picture's on the wall or something.
Oh no!
Like, don't serve.
But
this
you know
woman.
what? But you know what? I might have to get vaccinated just to get that slice of pizza.
Ooh, that's
it.
another great topic. What would you get vaccinated for?
Right.
Am I wearing a Trump hat? What's going on?
Yeah, whatever happened with that? We talked about that. Also, before you answer that question, if the homeless guy insisted that you were vaccinated, would you get vaccinated for him?
To do what?
You know what? Play
A little
shelter
little
from
Batman.
the storm game.
Oh, Batman. I do. Batman and Robin.
You're covering your mic.
I don't know.
If the homeless guy was like, "We can do this. I don't mind that you're married, but you know, you got to be vaccinated."
You don't have to wax, but get vaxxed.
Bam. T-shirt.
When I saw that shirt, unvaxxed, waxed, and what was the other one?
And ready to climax.
Ready to climax. I was like, "Fuck, that's a great shirt."
Good Lord.
I wish we had come up with that.
That is a good shirt.
That is straightforward.
Fucking great shirt.
So what are we doing?
So what is going on with that, J Sabs? Is Frank gonna wind up wearing a Trump hat here, or are we just gonna? Or is that never happening?
Know.
Still deciding.
Keep taking things away from us, people. So what's next? What's next?
People.
What does that have to do with it?
It means that I am gonna be forced to get it because I'm gonna want to do something that I'm not gonna be able to do because I don't have it.
Forcing you.
I can't believe there's no greater thrill than watching Frank wear a Trump hat. That should be the main.
I know.
That should be your main objective right now.
I would do it if you would get vaxxed. I would do it.
I think even our other friend would get vaccinated just so that he could see that too.
We should put it on the table.
If that got him vaxxed, I would do it.
Wait, would you wear the shirt? What else would you do? Would you go to a Trump rally, Frank?
Do I have to participate in the rally, or can I make fun of you?
No, you just have to stand there in front of everyone with a smile on your face.
Actually, if he ever had a rally in the area, we really should go and do a show from there. It would be great to have you there.
What's his name? Insult the comic. What's his name? The comic dog.
Triumph.
Triumph.
The
For me to poop on.
Yeah.
Frank, would you, if our other friend got vaccinated, would you go to a Trump rally wearing a shirt that says, "I'm not so sure about Donald Trump"?
Yes.
I think that'd be great.
I would. What would it take?
I just got it. That took me 2 seconds. It's the heat.
What's there again? Him just walking around with a shirt that says, I'm not so sure about Donald Trump.
Not so sure.
She got the what would happen to me.
But I kind of love that shirt where it's kind of like you're not really against. You could just be like, "Hey, don't hate on me. I'm not against him. I just
want answers, is all.
I have a few more questions.
That's all.
You have to do
jury's still out.
You have to do the chant that they've been doing at football games across the U.S. Make Joe Biden.
Fuck Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. Yeah.
Is that really happening? I heard about that, but I didn't actually watch the clip of where it happened.
It is.
There's something with a NASCAR race too, where they said it like over NASCAR or something, or NASCAR
really?
Let it air. I think NASCAR kind of let it air.
Oops.
Like where they when the commenters kind of are quiet for a second so you could hear the crowd noise. It was like one of those situations.
Oh,
where
really?
Let's let this go out for 5 or 6 seconds so everybody knows about it.
I know what they're doing. Right?
Yeah, that was definitely a Republican director in the truck that was like, everybody just hold off for a second. Yeah.
So we doing this, J Sabs? You getting the shot? I'm getting the hat.
Well, I mean, it sounds like she's still debating. Are you still? Let me ask you a question.
It's been months.
Do you think about it? Do you contemplate it often, or are you just not thinking about it?
I mean, what else do you need?
We were invited to a party in Queens, but we can't go because we're not vaccinated. So we're not allowed in the restaurant because we're not vaccinated.
Oh yeah, I'm not vaccinated for that party either. I hear.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Well, this could be a good thing.
See, that's the problem.
I can't go. I'm not vaccinated.
It's the problem. I already told people I was vaccinated. Now they
I know,
they can throw
dummy.
this up in my face. See
Dummy.
how it's a problem?
Right.
It's become a real issue.
Yeah.
But so are you really not going to that thing?
You can't. I'm not allowed to. They'll check at the door.
Yeah.
So you can't go to a restaurant, like, no matter what. Even if it's a party, you cannot go
Which part are you
Right.
talking about?
if you're not vaccinated.
Well, she can't say it on the.
No, you don't have to be specific, but
We could say afterwards.
all right.
Yeah.
Um.
So it's not like, whatever.
Do you feel bad that you're like missing out on?
I mean, yeah, a little bit. I do feel bad. But like, I don't know how many other people are not going because of that reason. You know what I mean? Like, and how many people will try, and not just that party. I'm just saying parties in general. Like, because there's people who I know who live in Queens who are not, and they're like, oh, we've just been going out to eat in Long Island. Like, it's okay for us because we can just go to Long Island and eat, and there's no problem with that.
Right.
But
Yet.
So you're going.
God, please
you're
don't
staying,
say that.
You're staying strong. Honestly,
Staying
legitimately, until Brittany announces a show at Madison Square Garden, I'm not confident.
That'll happen. That'd be
You
great.
know that's true. Oh God.
100%. She's all out here being the queen of the unvax, going, and then people will be like, "Oh wait, what happened? What happened?" Where'd she go?
Well, Brittany was in town, so
I
Brittany.
folded. It was Frank. What? I mean Brittany. What? I mean Frank.
It'll be like that scene where Forrest just decides to stop running, and all his followers are like, "Well, now what the fuck do we do?"
All right.
I'll go home.
I'm pretty tired, and Brittany just announced the concert, so
Right. That's it. Bye.
I think I'll get the jab now.
Come on. I'm trying to. There we go.
Frank, we all want to know if you had anniversary sex.
Is that the burning topic?
Well, I'll say this. I cautioned our friends not to bother you in that 4:00 time slot because there's no better time than doing your business, then grabbing a nice shower and going out for dinner and being able to enjoy yourself. So you can have a big, nice, heavy meal if you want to, And then I said that in the group chat, and then your wife responded with, glad nobody texted us at 8:00 in the morning.
Bam.
Had that morning action.
Listen,
How
our
was it?
anniversary is just a nonstop orama.
Mm-hmm.
So
11
tired
years, though.
today.
Do you think you can finally give her, is this the year you give her an orgasm? Because I'd love for that to
Are you
happen.
kidding?
finally.
Oh yeah, you mind?
I'd like her to start
What's
enjoying
the-
this.
Without a battery operated device.
True.
We'll see. I mean, there's always
Honest to
next year.
goodness. Okay.
This Christmas is around the corner. Maybe then. I don't know.
Although there's nothing wrong with that either.
Hey,
Talking
whatever
to you,
works.
husband.
Whatever works,
Well, how was dinner? No, did
No,
you
it was
really get
nice.
one? Did you really get one out of the way early in the morning?
Hey, listen, I don't kiss and tell. but
A
my
A
wife
true
does,
gentleman,
so-
a true gentleman will not kiss and tell or make you get the vaccine. Go ahead.
That
Well, I'm making you do anything. I wish you would, but I'm not making you do anything. No, we had a good time. Saturday we went out to dinner. We went to one place.
Wait,
No,
did you? Was there any more action? Did you still have the 4:00 too? Because then I'll be impressed.
The 4:00. No, we did.
That
we
was
waited-
it. Just the
waited
once in the
till
morning.
night.
Oh, and then after dinner too.
After
Fucking stallion! I thought
Listen.
you just said at dinner.
Is it because in the
It's
morning it
special
was like
night.
26 seconds or no?
Listen, I can't go into details here. I'm a gentleman.
Was it a half sesh?
It was a nice sesh. Nice.
Okay.
I'll say nice.
You know what I like about sex in the morning is it just kind of takes the pressure off for the rest of the day. Like you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's like it's done. It's been taken
What are
care
you worried
of.
about?
Well, sometimes you get a little performance anxiety, like I got to stretch. I can't eat. Can't
Oh,
order the
God.
ravioli. That
I
kind
like
of
to
stuff.
I like to do 2 laps around the block, and then I come running through the door,
Like a dog?
ready to go. I go.
You start smelling your wife's ass. Okay, that sounds good.
I'm around the block, and I call my wife. I go, I'm almost there. Just hang out a minute. And I just circle the block, and I come running through the door.
So how was dinner? Where'd you go?
Dinner was nice. We went to, we went to one place, and we didn't have a reservation, but we were fine with that. It's two
You
people.
didn't make a reservation for
We
the
don't- no.
anniversary.
No, we just went to a place that we knew And because we were kind of still deciding last minute where we wanted to go. So we went to this place that was near us. First, we called up and said, do you have, what's the wait time for 2 people? They said, oh, like 15, 20 minutes. We went down there and we walked in and they said, oh, do you have a reservation? We said, no. We just, for 2 people. We were told, no, it's going to be like 2 hours.
Holy shit.
We went, what? You just told us on the phone. And the guy goes, oh, you must have called the wrong place. I was like, all right. First of all, I didn't call the wrong place, you moron.
Caught right?
Yeah, basically. So we left there. We went to a tried and true place. You went there for my wife's birthday, local place where we had her party.
Oh, you mean Janine?
Oh, you did too.
When you said I went there for your wife's birthday party?
Yeah, we all were there. This was just before COVID hit. In my neighborhood.
I don't think I went to that.
You were there.
Yeah, no, I think my wife just went. I don't think I went.
Oh, that's
Oh yeah,
right.
you didn't go. You
missed
bailed
it.
because you were sick, right?
You
Yeah.
dick.
I said to my wife that morning, I'm like, whose fucking birthday? Fuck
You
that.
weren't vaxxed. You weren't vaxxed.
Well, this is all
No one was vaxxed.
I know.
But yeah, so we went there and it was a great meal. I had a 16-ounce ribeye. It was amazing.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, and you still
I
went
didn't
at
finish
it
it.
afterwards.
I brought half of it home.
You just fucking laid on the bottom, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely did.
Listen, maybe, but still, steak. It was a good day. We had a good day.
I had to
Mashed
take 5
potatoes.
bars just before my wife and I did it, and I was like, I can't. You can forget doggy style. I gotta I'll lay here. Let's just hope I can maintain an erection.
This is too much information.
Sorry.
God.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I know. That's what happened last time.
Oh boy.
All right.
All right, that's enough. All right, so it was a good anniversary. Did
It
you
was a
drink
very
at all?
nice time. I had a drink. I had like a specialty cocktail of the place. It was very good. It was one of those, I don't know, it was a weird like October-y thing where you pour an outside drink into it and it changed colors. It was kind of cool.
Oh, cool.
I don't remember what it was called, but it was nice. Oh, it was called Witch's Brew. It looked like a martini.
Very
Poured
nice.
this other shot of
It
something
turned
into
purple?
It did turn purple, yes.
All right, good.
Nice.
It was very good. Yeah, but then I just regular drinks. But it was very good.
I fell down a rabbit hole of this couple one of these travel couples on YouTube. I think they're called Ordinary Adventure, and they just went on the Royal Caribbean ship. That's like the biggest ship in the world.
Okay.
And they bought the drink package.
Oh, yeah.
So they were fucking having like 8 drinks a day, and I
That's
was
what
just,
you got to do.
oh my god, I'm just dying for like a fucking pina colada, and they all looked super good. They went to this place in Puerto Rico, I want to say, which claims that they invented the pina colada at this place.
Ooh.
Because I think
Right then.
I think the pina colada is the national drink of like Puerto Rico, or something crazy like that. And anyway,
That makes sense.
you know what they do? The guy said it. He goes, any place that starts a pina colada with ice is fucking wrong. They just run their pineapple and coconut in those machines that like those like
Blender?
slushy machines.
Oh, slushy.
So there's no extra water in them. It's pure,
Ooh.
just coconut and pineapple,
you're
and then
killing
they put this Puerto Rican like rum on top.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, but I miss cruising. I loved going on cruises before everything, and it was just we went on a cruise for our honeymoon. We did a few in between then and now, and we did one in Europe. Cruising is the best because you don't have to worry about anything. You get all the drink packages. You just keep
tell you
them
what.
coming.
They said, I think there's like 1,800 crew members on that boat. They said that there was more crew than there were actual passengers.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Like
believe it.
now's the time because they're not booking
Yeah.
these things out max capacity. So
Right.
That's good in a lot of ways. It's also bad in a few ways because like if you go down to like play cards or something and there's nobody there, it's kind of weird. Like if you're doing activities on the boat, you
Yeah.
want some people to participate. But other than that, yeah, it's great to have a lot of it to yourself.
because there's like no waits at any of the restaurants. There's no waits at like the slides. The pools
Yeah.
are fucking wide open.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. All
I
right,
don't
let's
know what
leave it there.
Janine's doing, but
You guys get anything else?
No.
We are good.
I'm going to go straight up on that AC, and that MF better have not turned it off because there's going to be hell to pay, and you might not hear from him or see me again. Bye.
I'm checking on him. I texted him just during this show. So hopefully he's okay. All right. Appreciate you guys so much. All the shares, the likes, the thumbs up on the YouTube, on the Facebooks. So great. We're nearing another milestone on our Facebook page. So if you haven't followed us on Facebook, make sure you do so so we can crack that milestone, break that glass ceiling, or whatever they say. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, and to end it all, I want to just say I apologize to all extraterrestrials who happen to be watching.
Thank you.
I didn't mean any offense by using the A word.
Very offensive.
Kiss me. Kiss me.
AOA 15 to use the promo code to get your Jumpstart Coffee Company. Use the link in the description below. They're the proud sponsor of this episode. 50% of all of their proceeds go to the Navy SEAL Foundation. Just extraordinary. No bullshit. It's just the best coffee I've ever had. Order it up right to your door. Get whole beans or ground, whichever you prefer. You have the option. And, of course, you can save 15% with the promo code. And the pods. You do have to email for the pods. But
small price to pay.
Yeah, you can get the pods if you got the Keurig maker over at the old household there. So, and again, just use that promo code AOA15, and it helps the podcast, helps the Navy SEALs, it helps a great company like Jumpstart Coffee Company. Want to make them the biggest coffee company in the country. So if we could do that, that'd be great. So order up yours right now. Thank you guys so much for watching or listening. Don't forget the merch store, shopanthonyonair.com. We've got all sorts of great items up there, including that new tumbler, which people have said some nice things about. You could order it up right now. We opened it up on the last episode. It just looks really, really great.
Stainless steel, baby.
Very versatile. Keeps things very cold if you put cold in there, or if you put hot in there, keeps things really, really hot. 20 ounces, so it's a nice little size, nice size microphone. You know what I'm saying?
Hi-oh. That's what she said.
That's it for us. Appreciate you guys. Links and all the information at anthonyonair.com, and we will catch you on the next episode. Unless the aliens get to Frank first.
Then it's just going to be Anthony.
I will be saved. Because of my lack of derogatory terminology towards them.